To be told, the Morning Express on mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion that tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
Many thanks for staying with us on mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola, and we are continuing the discuss, one that we started in the early hours of the day. A national crisis brewing, and we're asking, is this necessary? What should be the appropriate means of addressing this particular issue we found on our hands? Now, for those of you who probably did not catch the start of the program, it's okay. I will do something of a recap so you understand the concerns that are being raised about what is left or what will become of the Nigerian economy if this actually scales through. For Mainland Focus, basically what we do is take your feedback and give you an opportunity to also join the conversation as we provide you with analysis. I'm sure that you have opinions of your own, you have narratives that you'd like to express, and so we're giving you the platform to do so. But that is not without first situating the issues properly and giving you all the information you need to form an informed opinion on the matter. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, which means that you can take advantage of our live stream and the chat option attached to that live stream to send your contributions as well. That's if you're not able to connect via the phone, you can send a message using the bar. It actually immediately takes you to our page, our streaming platform, Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can also call directly into the studio, so you might need to take this number down so when we open the phone lines you can start to call. The number to dial is 0913 6000 410. I'll give you that number again. To call 0913 6000 410. Now, if you want to send a WhatsApp message or send a WhatsApp message to 0913 6000 430. Again, 0913 6000 430. So take down the numbers for story. So go to our Instagram, check our story. There's a question there, there's a trivia there. I will not tell you the question, so go there and check. Answer the question, or at least attempt to answer the question. If you're among the first 3 people to get the answer correctly, your phone will be loaded. We've started recharging all those who won our questions from last week. Go there, but you must be following us on social media. If you don't follow us on social media, even if you get the answer correctly, we will not give you the airtime, because you must do something for us so we can do something for you. You get scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of thing. But follow us on social media, answer the question, win yourself airtime. And for all of you who have been selected to come to the studio live, we look forward to meeting you, and we have goodies for you. Now, let's get to the discuss of the morning. For Mainland Focus, we're talking about one issue and one issue only. FᴜΓᴜ versus Dangote, a continuing issue that has now spiraled into something that might pose a national threat, a threat to our national sanity, to simply put things. Now, FᴜΓᴜ has said that they will begin a strike from today. Why? Reports earlier in the weekend had indicated that Dangote might have laid off 800 of his workforce for the single reason that they decided to align with the unions. Remember, that was resolved thanks to the intervention of the federal government. However, earlier reports had said that 800 of the workers under the Dangote petrochemicals that joined the union were laid off or were transferred away from the from the plant, I beg your pardon, or from the refinery into other parts or other subsidiaries of Dangote, right? And now these individuals, these workers, these aggrieved workers, had petitioned FᴜΓᴜ that, well, we're being victimized because we joined the union. We were told that we have the right to join the union of the organization. Now, Dangote Group had put out an official statement that had nothing to do with their decision to join the union, and had everything to do with the fact that I'm reorganizing my institution. I'm trying to move pieces in the right places. I'm expanding. I have plans. I have new innovation in the unions. Now, FᴜΓᴜ's response to this petition is to shut down operations. Not just one service, all services. I'm talking gas, I'm talking thermal, I'm talking supply of PMS, I'm talking the they're shutting out all the gas. And those who supply the gas to the plants are members of FᴜΓᴜ. So if they cut off gas supply to thermal plants that fire our electricity and that fire the grid, how are we going to have electricity? Yesterday in an interview that we saw on TV, apparently, now we don't have confirmation on that, but we have Kevin Emmanuel, for example, was in an interview and highlighted it that they had blocked the Dangote. Now, aside to shut down the economy because of this trade dispute, a basis, if this actually spirit is what has been aiding our forex situation, because he exports, so he gets forex because they pay him in dollars. We would lose money terribly. There will be a problem with the retail outlets, the filling stations, businesses, and I could go on and on and on and on, but I want you to be the one to talk of dollars. 14.7 is the estimation of what we would lose if they continue with the subsidy payment. Show us, tell us how subsidy money, and that just goes, it's a lot really, and I'm doing the best I can. Should FᴜΓᴜ shut down the nation because of a supposed trade dispute? What would be FᴜΓᴜ find something better to do? Or should the private entity is supposed to be? And what are your thoughts about FᴜΓᴜ's decision and Dangote's stance on the issue? I apologize for taking properly so that you have enough information. Let's take our first call for the day. Good morning. Tell me your name, where you're calling from. Let's have a conversation. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning to you. Well,
No, Dangote. Firstly, I thought they were Dangote spelled it out. That Dangote had his lay down guideline or whatever he wants. So I work hard, fine. And we know that it's not compulsory that one must find a union by law. So national refineries will not working. We know that these people, what we have heard about them, they are doing this. And the truth of the matter is that I believe that Nigerians, since we have done what is going on now, put us in darkness, is not put us to another suffering. And even blue refineries, I heard some of them have license.
Hello, morning to you.
One.
He's equally great.
God.
Yes.
Yes. On this issue we are focusing on, we cannot have a law in this country. So we cannot afford blaming Dangote or blaming FᴜΓᴜ. But the issue is the union feel aggrieved. They should take on to just to comply with the law. They must go to court.
All right,
the government should wade into the matter and they
Hello. Morning to you.
I think Benga is funny. Over 6,000 million per month. 4.8 million per month. Which company, which is up to 8 million per month in Nigeria? The young bosses in Nigeria, I'm ready to protect in this. I'm so angry.
Morning to you, sir. Your name, please. Oh, thank you so much.
Dangote will never accept union. Else are not helping matters. By having their own refinery in Nigeria. And they should go to industrial court as far as what. So those guys, they will lay them off. So then they are putting the whole country in mess. Thank you very much. I'm from Shomolu.
Welcome.
Now, he's an individual businessman. What has that got to do with the gas pipelines that affect the whole country, that will affect electricity? So that we will be in a situation whereby you don't have. How do they fashion out how Nigeria would look like? So for me, I tell issue that will never come up. We have been talking about this before now. The federal government of Nigeria is supposed to have resuscitated all the refineries or being moved to go to court. Then the court will grant an injunction that they start
against bad governance. They started buying fuel from. What did Nupen do? When am I saying this? Private university. Why is it that? Because this is the reason why they are doing all of them. We will know how to tackle Dangote. You just leave Dangote alone. God bless you.
You too. Thank you. Hello.
I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
See, I think for years, the government is pumping money there. You know, without this refinery producing anything, I think to me, it's just a personal. We just go abroad, bring fuel, they can sell it. Who was saying.
Hello.
are well equipped, and where every community enjoys clean water and good roads. That future is possible, but only if we use our votes wisely.
Sadly, some people are ready to exchange their votes for money, food, or empty promises, and some politicians are ready to buy them. But ask yourself, after the money is spent, after the food is gone, what remains? 5, maybe 10 years of suffering under bad leadership.
Is your child's education worth just a small gift? Is your community's progress worth only a bag of rice or a few naira? No, it is worth much more.
When you keep your votes, when you cast it freely and wisely, you protect your dignity, your rights, and your future. Leaders who buy votes cannot serve the people faithfully, or leaders chosen by honest vote.
But your vote is your power, your right, and your responsibility. Use it wisely. This message is brought to you by Mainland 98.3 FM.
When they win your vote, just to win your vote, your vote. Just to win your vote. Politicians will tell you what you want to hear. Just to win your vote.
Oga Police, no worry, I see you. You know you can do the right thing, right? You know you can do without that bribe. You know you don't even have to harass that young man because he is properly dressed. And you think he's a Yahoo boy? You don't even have to assault that citizen whom you have sworn an oath to protect. Yes, we understand that the pay is not good enough to take you home, that you are still wearing a uniform that you bought with your own money 5 years ago. It's no news that the government has not done enough by you. We feel your pain and we wish things could be different as we continue to call on government to wake up to their responsibilities. We want the police to be our friends, just as it is boldly stated across the various police stations nationwide and from mainland.
Lock the doors of opinion, unveiling AM as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion that tackle the Toffee FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
Welcome back. We apologize very deeply for that interruption, but we needed to put things in place so that there will be no disruption to our conversation even further. So accept our apology. We're back to taking your contributions right now, 0913600410. Let's allow for messages to come through whilst we deal with the phone lines. Yes, the issue is actually with the phone lines. So let's focus on messages whilst that is being dealt with. Now we have on Facebook, Taufik Olaya, who says, some members of ISIS and job losses, this so-called unionists use strike as a weapon to cripple the economy and protect their own. At FM. Well, thank you very much. Francis Ekpayong says, good morning and happy new week, Sage Fuad, Lady Mo and Mainland FM crew on Dangote and Upeng and Pengisan. Dangote is an employer of labor, and who then will fight for the workers, and won't other employers of labor toe the same line? If there are still legal routes, then let the avenue be explored, and for what the country will lose, who cares? After all, what's the benefits that they've been gaining aside political elite? All right, we have John Company and has the right to run his organization how he sees fit. Pengisan is being used by the dying oil cabals to frustrate Dangote. I remember when President Festus Osifo came on national TV and lied that with the whole country because of a private individual who's running his own business. The federal government should step in and settle this one time for all. 0913600410 is the number to dial. That okay, 60004. Avoidable rift between Dangote around. They are opportunists, deaf, and now they've decided to start making noise. Become Ikeja. I really want to get. Great. Good morning. Sir, turn down the volume on your radio. Good morning to you. All right, 0136000410. Please, you talk at the same time. That's the number to dial. You can call on what calls, or let's take this one actually. Hello. All right, welcome.
I just want to say, they only use the strike to train the whole country implement and strike. First of what we want to do as we stop NSAS, we need to stop them. But this machine, they have all.
I think we are just going to have to use messages for now. Hello. This is happening with the phone lines, yes. But hello.
Usifo, I'm calling from Abaranjo and Dangote in what is doing at the moment because we have never seen he has done that. So I don't see what with these people and mediate between Dangote and some of his workers, maybe by dismissing them. Henderson or Lupen or these government agencies should not, anytime they tell us that technical failure, but human failure. So I'm appealing. December period is the first time, especially when there is flow of
Ajibola calling all this union. But I will never. The moment he succeeds in getting this public, what we want is the public support. I'm giving you first-hand information. Even the Indomie of Dangote is better public, and I know his products are way cheaper than the what is selling in the country.
So, okay, hold on. First of all, getting his raw materials from here if he's exporting it. Why should he sell cheaper?
It's not generally. I'm talking about the generation the two. We let's fight the two straightforward. But if they are supporting one person now, I'm telling you, when the battle turns back to Nigerians, they are saboteurs. But when they are talking, they are not. The resolution should be that. That's what we say. The government has made a mistake in the first part in and be able to settle this court and settle it amicably. Right. Not that they should just come and fight somebody and leave the other one on the other.
Let's also talk about what a resolution would look like. So we're not just dancing around in circles or circling that of a resolution. If this was to be remedied, you don't have the right to do that as a private entity. But strategy, something, anything, what would that look like? So
to you, engineer from Yabagia. Let me say, they are union due. They are not fighting for Nigeria. It's the 4 refineries, or at least 2 of them, for Nigeria to have a leeway in having products. Secondly, is that this question from Dangote, why should you be selling to Nigeria higher? They do regulate it.
They can't control.
To mediate between the marketplace who are sworn into the West. You see, let us cause gas offset the cost. The cost. You have to industrially say that this is what I want. Let National Assembly and manufacturer, the employer and the employee and the union.
So much for your perspective on the issue. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Lady Shage.
Morning to you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
As a federal government is having meeting, we did the pay from gathering, boasting to sabotage this country. Why am I saying this? You are telling Nigeria that finally this is not a sabotage. For me, if they are sabotaging Dangote to took in the previous year, what are we talking about? Dangote, somebody borrow.
Let's also have conversations around him is a concern as well. Did he? So I'll just take it back. But I know them. I think 2 months worth of. So the question here should now be: did he follow the? Even a private institution is not immune to that. I does recommend visiting the Dangote and Pengasan's decision to shut down all operations at the union. Now the concept worth it is the outcome. What this strike at nation. What part do you think Dangote is playing in all of this as well? Because, of course, knowing exactly that you think might be the catalyst to this issue. Pengas and them of the government and all of this, allow me to call it that, the neutrality or comments have come from the coffers of the center. It's just been, we're talking to them, we're in play. How do we start to break it down and rebuild it one after the other? WhatsApp is 0913-6000-430 for Facebook.
Good morning, I've
Yeah.
Good morning, my sister.
Morning to you.
President.
Sir, I need you to please move away from your radio set, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
You cut me off when you were...
Hello, good morning. Hello? All right, let me resolve this. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Truly speaking, I haven't heard any benefit of these unions. The huge illegal dealing of most of these people that they've been engaging in before has now been exposed by Dangote coming on and fight or probe the money spent on refineries that are not functioning, and also on the subsidy. James from Agbado Junction. We have here, my family, we wish you more strength and prosperity, new innovation as you progress in this journey. Thank you so very much, Grandma Maggie from Oshodi, Ogun State. I cannot read this message. Every move they make seems to choke the economy and punish the masses. Not this laugh for Malimusho. Well, thank you very much. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. We need to ask these questions. My annoyance goes to the presidency. By now, the president, being the Minister of Petroleum, should have given a press release. Should not mind them. Their major are a clandestine group of people system, but this time they have met. They advised Dangote. I will tell him to sit down with them and draw a balance. Dangote is not new in Nigeria, and most of his companies are members of unions. Mike, then we can go back to the messages. So if you 36000.
My question here is just on this Dangote issue taken. If they feel that Dangote is ready. Now, some marketers in Nigeria that can build refineries. Why are they not building refineries? Any monopoly here. They just need to do that. Let them build more refineries since the government cannot put up refineries here so that everything will balance. I mean, nobody's complaining about buying fuel now or other things. Things are coming down company, and he has right to file what are suffering already.
600041. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is that Dangote allowed this. But since it has come to light, the best thing for Dangote to do is to ignore them. It's a private company, and federal government should come in. I remember during the time of Abacha how he treated Kokori. These people have held us to ransom. They're taking our patients to the Nupeng. They are the evil that is running this country down. And that is fired them. And if anybody is offended, they're going to serve the masses. Because when two elephants are fighting, they grab.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Gladys.
Welcome, ma'am.
Right. Apart from concern, the wildlife in this country is actually getting too much. We are just going back and front each day. You know, if I listen to this Dangote, I think the market is open now. Let's have a competition. Build your own country. We can't even stand to say we have 4. It's just a pity that at 65, we are not making any headway. I don't work one day. I keep saying.
Jumo on Facebook says, good morning, Mainland FM. Let Pengasan go and sit down. Now, let Ikeja Disco restore electricity to over 20 streets that they connected for over 2 months in Oboroshoki. Most of these unions striking are economic. I say I greet you effortlessly. Like Mr. Foss said yesterday on Political Roundtable, Dangote is not against workers joining union, but I think he's only giving them an option where jobs are scarce. Sage, I want to ask, is it not within the right of a business owner, otherwise they would not call off the strike? I wish Mr. Fuad was around because I want to ask, what is the significance of the Olubadan in the entire Yoruba race or Yoruba? Says Olubadan. I'm just saying. Thank you very much. Christopher F. Young says, good morning, Sage, and you guys are doing a lot by creating a place. But they do otherwise. Are they the cabal, the mafia? Thus, they should know that this country belongs to all of us. God bless Nigeria. Amen. I'm not sure you didn't talk when Michael was rejoicing over and using to campaign in the 2023 general election. If the government does not intervene in this crisis, to me, it's an indication that I wonder how someone can invest to ransom. These various associations have always been the problem. Take, for instance, the road union, who thank you so much to everyone who texted, who called. I'm deeply, deeply sorry that we're not able to take all these messages. We're national community, and at 10:15, that's where we have Mother and Child, our health segment, and your cholesterol is too high. Would have our doctor join us, Dr.